The digital multimeter, or DMM, is as important to today's technician as the socket sets and screwdrivers in the toolbox. The digital multimeter has many functions, including use as a voltmeter, ammeter, and ohm meter to measure voltage, current, and resistance. Unlike the swinging needle or analog type meter, the digital multimeter has a numerical display which is more easily read and provides greater accuracy. The use of the digital multimeter is recommended by automobile manufacturers for the testing of electronic components. This is because it has a very high internal resistance, called impedance, of more than 10 megaohms. High resistance enables the meter to perform tests without allowing a substantial amount of current to flow through the meter. To use the meter correctly, it's important to understand the different scales of measurement. The largest unit commonly used is mega. Mega represents millions. The symbol used is a capital M. 1 megaohms equals 1 million ohms. Another unit of measurement is the kilo. Kilo represents thousands. The symbol used is a K, so 1 kV equals 1,000 volts. The next unit of measurement to review is milli. Milli stands for thousandths. The symbol used is a small m. 1,000th of a volt is written 0.001 volts. It could also be written as 1 MV. On cars, meters are most often used to check voltages. When measuring voltage, the meter is always used in parallel with the circuit being checked. On a negative ground vehicle, the black or negative lead should be attached to the most negative side of the circuit, while the red or positive lead should be attached to the most positive side of the circuit. The black lead should remain in the terminal marked COM or common, and the red lead placed in the terminal volts ohms. Digital meters will usually display a negative sign if polarity is reversed. Here we are checking the voltage across an automotive battery. The meter reads 12.71 volts. An out-of-range condition may be indicated by the appearance of the OL, out-of-limit sign. This is an indication that the meter is not capable of reading the level of the value you are checking. Remember, the voltmeter reads the difference in electrical potential or voltage between 2 points. Think of the voltmeter as a pressure gauge used to measure the electrical pressure in a circuit. A voltmeter is often used to measure the voltage drop of a circuit. Voltage drop is the amount of electrical pressure or voltage that is used to overcome the resistance in a circuit. When measuring voltage drop, remember that the voltage drop in a circuit is always proportional to the resistance of the circuit. When a technician measures resistance, the meter is used in parallel or across the component. The ohm meter carries its own power supply and sends a small current through the circuit. It's important that current from the battery is not flowing through the circuit during a resistance measurement. Battery current can cause damage to the meter. The component must also be isolated from the circuit on at least one end. Multimeters are often used to measure amperage. Always use the meter in series with the circuit during an amperage check. Most meters require you to leave the black lead in the common terminal, but move the red lead to the terminal marked A or amps. When used as an ammeter, the meter has very little internal resistance. If by mistake the meter is used in parallel with the circuit, a short circuit will be created that might blow a fuse, but could also damage the meter or the component being tested. Let's take a look at how the ammeter can be used to test computer-controlled solenoids and relays. The automotive computer controls components like solenoids and relays by using an electronic switch called a transistor to open and close circuits. However, like all switches, there is a limit to how much current can pass through a transistor before damage will occur. Using the multimeter's ohmmeter function for a resistance measurement will sometimes reveal a faulty component. But it is possible that a solenoid or relay will test properly with an ohm meter, but due to internal faults, will have an unacceptable current draw when it heats up,